right, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Trey Smith here with Mech.com. Super excited to talk about something very special today, something we've been working on for a while. And as you guys know, we're releasing the Mech land sale. Now listen, we're doing real land here with real utility. And what does that mean, right? I mean, how can this be real land in the metaverse? Well, let me explain. Why do people buy land in the real world? Why do people buy land? Well, there's a few different reasons. The first off is community ownership, right? To get actual voting rights at your house association, to actually own something. Hey, look, I've done both. I've rented and I've owned, and it's definitely better to own. You feel a part of something, and that's big. Also, you can build housing, of course, right? Build housing, house all your stuff, and you also end up expressing individuality with this. You own your house, you end up adding decorations on the outside, objects that you love on the inside, and more. Then, of course, some people don't buy land for housing. They buy it to build stores. And why would you want to build a store? Well, you could end up selling items for profit. You create things, maybe you create art, you create really useful objects, and then you sell those to other people. Or you could create services, right? Different services for other people. You could create theme parks, right? Some people buy a ton of land. They create amazing things like theme parks. They charge a fee to come in and then check it out. And then, of course, some people rent their land or their housing or even their theme parks out in stores to other people. This is all real use cases for real land. And in most metaverse games, you can't do a fraction of what you can do with real land. But with Mech's metaverse, you can do all of that and more. It's the first real use case for using land like this in the metaverse. And of course, you own your land forever. It's yours to build on, to earn from, to trade or sell if you wish, just like in the real world. So here's how land works in the Mech metaverse. With all of our NFTs here at Mech, we focus on one thing first. We go to what's called our war room, me and Nick and Kyle, and we start talking about what to build. And here's what we focus on before anything else. It's utility, and this is what's made our NFTs different. We don't sell profile picture NFT artwork that you can just put on your Twitter profile and be done. Each and every one of the mechs we've sold, and we've sold thousands, all look completely different. They all have different abilities and different stats, different speed, armor, attack, mining, and more. And this has made them all very unique and close to a lot of people's hearts. You'll notice in our Discord, a lot of people use this as their profile picture, constantly talking about their mechs. I'm the same way. Sometimes I just go look at them. All right, and speaking of looking at them, the other thing that we focus on is fidelity. You'll notice this doesn't look like, if you go Google NFT and look at images, this is gonna look very different. It's very high quality, high fidelity. And that's been our focus from the beginning. Focus on utility, focus on fidelity, and that's why we sold 9,811 of these NFTs just in the past 9 months. So this is also why our NFTs hold value. This is really fascinating. At the time of recording this video, I went and looked, and the floor price on the legendaries, the first NFTs we ever came out with, and that was in November of last year, the floor price is 1.15 ETH. Right now, of course it changes all the time, but right now that's $1,840. Now the opening price was only $150 on these guys 9 months ago, and in fact, right now, you can't buy any Mech NFTs on the open market for cheaper than their opening price. That's pretty remarkable. That's unheard of in the current market. I don't know if anyone can really say that right now. So that's the power of utility. And of course, it doesn't hurt that they're pretty amazing looking. Now, let me show you how we've built the most utilizable land in the history of the metaverse. We've done the same thing. We're focusing on utility and we're focusing on fidelity. Introducing New Mech City. Guys, I'm so excited to show you the first city in the Mech.com universe. As you can see, this is beautifully created. This is all an actual real 3D map. You're gonna be able to go inside of this later on when we open up traveling around on the actual 3D map. It's super cool. Now, I'm gonna zoom in here to show you guys. On the left-hand side, we have the Citadel District. Now, New Mech City is broken down into 3 different districts. Each district has a huge monument. We're selling land around that as well. You can see the Citadel has a very interesting monument. I'm not gonna spoil it yet. That's coming at a later date. There's a reason that this is covered in fog. Now, if we go over here to the right-hand side, you can see we have Gibson Bay. Again, we have a really huge cyberpunk style building here, and we're kind of covered by the fog of war. We're not going to show you guys exactly what we're doing yet here. But if I zoom out, we see up here in the top right section, we have Green Loop. Now let's go over there, and this is where we're selling land at for our first ever Mech.com metaverse land sale. There's 300 different plots here, and you can see the focal point is this huge tree we call the Drasil tree. Now this tree is the tree of life inside of the game, and it's a focal point. Definitely the property right around this tree is going to be a little bit more higher end because of the foot traffic, and the same with the roads and the rivers, just like in the real world. Now I'm going to show you guys how you can purchase land in Green Loop in a minute. But first, let's talk about what is Green Loop and what does this district entail. Well, believe it or not, this is an in-game screenshot of Green Loop, the same map that you just saw zoomed in on the tree. As you can see, really beautiful district. This is the only one that's super lush with a lot of green trees, parks, rivers, and more. So when you purchase land in Green Loop, you actually get a real NFT land lot. What I mean is you can trade this. It's written to the blockchain. You can trade it on our upcoming marketplace or marketplaces like OpenSea. This is actually something that you can hold, you can sell, and as you'll see, you can build upon, even increase its value, then sell or rent later on. So each lot in Green Loop and in all of New Mech City is completely unique. We use AI to randomly generate trees, hills, rivers, lakes, and more, so your lot will not look like anyone else's, just like the mechs that we've previously sold. Your land also includes voting rights. Depending on the size of your land, you can get more or less voting rights. We'll show you exactly how that works in a minute, but this is super important. It lets you make decisions in the game, including NFT drops, gameplay decisions, and more. Also, on your land, you can build garages, stores, and sell NFTs to other people all inside the game, or even build mini game arenas and make mini games. This is something we're coming out with next year. This is for people that own the largest size of land, and you can actually build games, charge entrance fee, and earn revenue off of games that you create. You can rent your land out to other people. If someone doesn't own land, and there's only 300 units of land in Green Loop, so it's going to be pretty rare, you can rent that out. Someone else can build a building there, literally pay you rent on it, or you can rent out your mechs as well. You can fast travel to your land. While regular players will only be able to spawn in certain locations, you'll be able to go straight to your land. Also, you'll have community areas in Green Loop that you get easy access to. You can talk and make friends. We expect different people from different districts to really have a favorite. And then you'll also be able to access the Green Loop Arena. Each one of these districts is going to have a major arena where we're developing big Battle Royale style games. You'll be able to access that, easy access. It'll be in your own district. And remember, there's only 300 lots that will ever be available in Green Loop. This is not something that we're going to expand. We decided to only do 300 lots for each of the 3 districts. And in Green Loop, there'll only ever be 300 lots that are sold. All right, guys, so there's 3 different types of land that you can own in New Mech City, including in the Green Loop district. The first type is a small lot, and with this piece of land, you can build garages. Now, this is super important, guys. When you build a garage, you can house your mechs inside of the garage, and this allows you to rent them out to new players. Some people are not going to have a mech, and they want to try out the game. They're going to be able to rent their mechs from you. You can only rent out mechs if you have a garage, and this can be a great form of passive income. We'll talk about that in a minute. You also get access to 2 very important tools when you own a small lot of land. The first one is the Terraform tool. This is super cool. Let's say you decide that you have too many trees on your land, or you'd like a little lake. You can use our Terraform tool to change what the land looks like. You can completely redo it later on if you get bored. Not only that, you get access to our Building Creator tool. Now, you might be thinking this is going to be like Minecraft, where you're laying down blocks, but it's not. This is so cool. It's a procedural tool. I'm going to show you both of these tools in a minute, but the Building Creator tool is drag and drop and lets you create multitudes of different styles, heights, widths, and more just by moving around your mouse. It's super cool. All right, now next up we have the medium lot of land. This is where you can build garages just like you could on the small lot, but these garages can be bigger and house more mechs, or you can build shops. And believe it or not, you can actually do both, have a small garage and a small shop. Now, shops are super, super interesting. This is the first time you'll be able to build an NFT inside of the game. You don't have to use external software. You're using our tools inside the game to build an NFT that you can sell to other people. You can list this NFT on our internal marketplace. You can list it on marketplaces like OpenSea or attach it to a Mech to increase the Mech's value. These are real NFTs written to the blockchain. So when you get a medium lot, of course, you get access to the Terraform tool, also the building creator tool, but then you get the NFT item creator tool. And guys, I can't wait to show you this. The first version we're creating is focused mainly on building guns for mechs. I'm going to show you in a minute. It's absolutely amazing, just jaw-dropping. This is one of the coolest things I've seen the dev team make. Now, if you decide to get a large lot of land, of course, you can build garages, actually monster garages that can hold a ton of mechs. I'll go over the exact details in a minute. Multiple shops if you want, or a large mini arena like you see right here. So the Terraform tool, of course, you're going to get. Of course, you're going to get the building creator tool with a large lot and the NFT item creator tool, but you're also going to get something very special, our mini game creator tool, which is the most advanced tool that we have in development. This is early stage development. Won't be coming out for a little bit. I would say not until probably next year, but let me tell you, this thing is so cool. Using this tool, you're going to be able to create mini games and have arenas on your land where you charge ore for people to come and play your game, just like we do in the big arenas. So let's say you made a racing game. You decide to charge 10 ore. You set the price for someone to come in and race. Then you can also set the prizes for first, second, and third place and earn revenue off of the game itself. We're really excited about that huge opportunity because if you build a hit game in New Mech City, people are going to be traveling just to play your game. Super excited about that. We're also going to provide analytics data to help you increase the retention of your game, have people playing it more, and entice new players. Now let's talk about pricing for these. And I know this has been a huge discussion in the community. I'm really excited to announce it because it's much more affordable than most metaverse land and has more utility. And that's what we try to do. We try to create the best product and put a really good price on it. So the small lots of land are only $500. That's what they start at. And when I say start at, don't worry. They don't go up to $10,000. They start at $500. Then if it's in a high traffic location, the most it would go up to is $750. So all of these, we're going to show the starting price. There's only a $250 max price that it could hit if it was right on a river, right on a major road, etc. The medium lots, they start at $1,000. And again, the max price on one of those would be $1,250 in a high traffic area. And then again, the large lots start at $1,500. That includes everything, all the tools, NFT item creators, the mini game creators, and more. That's a one-time fee. Of course, the most that could go up to is $1,750 if it was in a high traffic area. So as you can see, we thought about price a lot. We wanted to have the most utility in metaverse land ever created and also the best prices. And I'm really excited to share this with you guys. So starting at just $500, you can own one of only 300 lots in Green Loop District. And this is really interesting because when you have these lots, it's up to you to improve it, right? You can use the Terraform tool, you can use the building creator tool and more to improve the value of your land. And what's great, using these tools, you use ore to build your buildings. You use ore to terraform your land. And ore is earned in our mines by playing a match 3 mini game. So these tools are instrumental to land in the Mech metaverse. Let me start with the Terraform tool. I want to show you how easy it is to change the look and feel of your land. All right, so as you can see, this is super cool. You can very easily create mountains, create rivers, you have trees, bushes, and more, and it's super easy to use. This allows you to create land that's more unique. Let's say you have a medium plot of land and you're next to a couple other medium plots. You want yours to stand out, and using this tool, you can do it. You can build moats, rivers, lakes, mountains, valleys, and more. So pretty cool. All right, now let's take a closer look at each land type and see everything that it includes. I went over the basics, but let's go ahead and dive a little deeper. We'll start here with small land. So as you know, you can build one customizable garage on your piece of small land using the building tool that I'll show you in a minute. Now you can also house up to 5 mechs in your garage. And this is important for two different reasons. The first one is because we have fast travel to your piece of land at any time. You can be in a mine working and getting ore and then fast travel to your piece of land, or at a battle arena, fast travel quick. And this lets you do something interesting. It lets you swap out to one of your other mechs. Now, normally, if you don't have a piece of land, you don't have a garage, then what you would have to do is log out. Then you'd have to choose your next mech when you log back in, and that's going to take a little time. You have to reload the world, etc. If you have a garage with your mechs housed there, you could be in the middle of a mine, you could be getting low on health, boom, and then just swap out super fast by fast traveling and go back. And of course, the other huge part is you have the ability to rent out your mechs to other people. This is pretty cool, guys. So you have 5 mechs in your garage. Let's say one's your favorite and you're playing it every day. That means the other 4 could be earning passive income for you, as people who don't own NFTs are renting out your mechs so they can play the game. And here's how that works. You decide the daily fee to rent out each of your mechs, and people do it right from our marketplace, and they will actually spawn in on your piece of land and be able to walk around and immediately play the game. You decide what that fee is. If you want to make it $10 a day because you have a very high-end legendary mech, then you can do that. If you want to make it $1 a day, it's up to you. Now, you also get 1 voting seat. This is huge. If you have 5 pieces of small land, you get 5 different votes. So that means when we're coming up with a new feature, a new NFT drop, or a change of direction in gameplay, you get to vote 1 time for each piece of small land that you have. You can also customize your garage on the inside and out. The outside with the creator tool, the inside by purchasing different NFTs that you make or the community makes to change the look of the inside of your garage. It also can be a meeting place for friends. You can actually hang out there with your mechs and talk to other friends. Of course, you have the Terraform tool that we've already saw, and then the building creator tool that I'm going to show you in a minute. Now, the small land again starts at just $500. That's the starting price for a small piece of land. All right, let's talk about how you can make NFT buildings with our built-in creator tool. As you can see, this is procedural. What that means, you just grab a handler, move it around, and it automatically is going to build your building for you. There are some options that you can change and even accessories you can add, but it all happens immediately and very simple to use. Now, later on, we're gonna have more and more options. So if you wanna add specific things to the outside and of course the inside as well, you'll be able to do that. But your starting point is very simple using our tools. No more placing blocks or having ugly pixelated voxel Minecraft looking buildings. These look amazing and you can still make them unique. Now let me show you guys medium land. Now with medium land, you can create multiple structures like you see here. First off, you can do customizable garages. And if you do big garages, you can hold a lot of mechs. I'll talk about that in a second. You also can create NFT shops. I'm so excited to show you guys this. One of my favorite parts of the whole entire mech universe. And now you can house up to 15 different mechs. And this is great for a couple different reasons. First off, with fast travel, if you're a hardcore battle arena player or a hardcore miner, you'll be able to swap out. You get low on health, boom, you can swap out really fast to another mech. And then of course for renting, this is huge. You can have 15 different mechs that you're renting out at a time, which could be some pretty amazing passive income, and you choose the daily fee. It's totally up to you. And then there's 2 voting seats instead of 1. You get double the amount of voting seats. You can, of course, customize your buildings inside and out. You have a meeting place for your friends. You have the Terraform tool and the building creator tool, but you also get something unique with medium land. You get access to the NFT object creator tool. And guys, this lets you build and sell NFTs in the game. You can be inside the game. You can literally use this tool to build out, like I'm going to show you, a gun, something super cool. As soon as you mint it, it goes to the blockchain. It's listed automatically in our marketplace. You can generate revenue while you're sitting inside the game building out items for people. To me, this is one of the most exciting parts of the whole game that we're doing, and was the long-term vision that we had for Mech. Now, these start at $1,000, and that's medium land that lets you actually build out NFTs and sell it to the community. All right, let's check out this NFT object creator. So as you can see, no one has done it quite like this. You choose your different parts. In this example, we're making a gun. You can make anything with this tool. And then, boom, your object spreads apart. In this case, we're gonna swap out the barrel, And then look at that. It all comes back together. You can resize each and every part of this. You can create objects, decorations, art, guns, ammo, and more. And if you decide, you can actually attach this to a mech. You can make it to increase the value of a mech, sell it on its own in the marketplace. It's all up to you, all done with the creator tool. All right, guys, the final one here is the large lot of land. Now you can create multiple structures on this, of course. You can do customizable garages, the largest garage in the game, in fact. You can also make NFT shops, and then finally, the special thing here is a mini game arena where you can actually charge entrance fee and earn revenue from creating mini games that other people play. Pretty cool stuff. And guys, listen, you can also house up to 50 different mechs on a lot of large land if you decide to build a huge garage. Now, this is pretty interesting, guys. So not only is this great for fast travel, if you're a hardcore player and you have a ton of mechs, and you have them all souped up, then you can fast travel and obviously quick swap those out. And of course, the huge thing here is that you can rent out 50 mechs at a time. You can build a rental empire off of a large lot of land. With this, you get 3 voting seats for every large plot of land that you have. You can customize your buildings, of course, inside and out. A lot of the stuff you see on this one here on the arena, all the things sticking out, that's all customizations. Then this can be a meeting place for your friends, even bigger than that. It can be the hangout spot for the whole entire community if you build a hot game. Of course, you have access to the Terraform tool, the Building Creator tool, the NFT Object Creator tool, like you just saw, but then you get a new tool as well. The final one, the Mini Game Arena tool. And this lets you make and monetize mini games right there in the arena. This is going to be so exciting. You're provided with full analytics as well to make sure what you're creating is actually monetizing and working for you. And this tool will be coming out in 2023. We're in early development. As a lot of you guys know, this is kind of our specialty, so we're really excited to debut this for people who have large land. And that will be the only way to access this tool, will be owning a large piece of land in our metaverse. So this is starting at $1,500. Of course, that includes housing 50 different mechs, more voting seats, access to the most advanced tool we've ever created at Mech.com. Really excited for this one as well. All right, guys, so that's Mech Land in the Green Loop District, the first ever metaverse land sale for us here at Mech.com, and only 300 plots will ever be created and sold. To be clear, we have 100 of the small plots, we have 100 of the medium, and then 100 of the large. And that's the only ones that will ever be sold in Green Loop. They're all completely unique. They're completely customizable. And as you saw, they're full of utility. In fact, I would say there's more utility in this land than any release of land in any metaverse out there. And that's because that was our focus point. That's where we started. It's the same with the NFT mechs that we've sold. And the reason that they've held value is because we realized that early on. And that's why we're doing the same with this. We're really excited to release this. Can't wait to see how this grows with us and with you and with the community. All right, now let's discuss how to actually purchase land. Like, what do you do? So we'll be releasing all 300 plots of Green Loop land on Tuesday, August 2nd, 2022 at exactly 12 o'clock p.m. Pacific time. If you would like a 15-minute head start, then make sure to join our whitelist by clicking the button below. By doing that, it's super simple. It's going to be an email list, and we're going to email out a link 15 minutes at 11:45 a.m. We're going to email out a link, and you'll have a little bit of a head start. And that could prove to be instrumental if you want to get the land that you want. So once you have the option to see your mech land, it'll look something like this right here. All right, now you'll notice here, these red ones are already taken. You're not going to be able to get those. Someone else has already purchased that. And if you see some blank like this, that means they're available. Now, if you happen to see one that's green, that's going to be because you've already selected a piece of land. And you can have up to 5 pieces of land when you purchase, okay? I'll show you how it works. So when you zoom in on a section that you want, you'll be able to see what land's available. And you can see we've already selected a green one here, and someone else has already purchased some of the red ones. Now, you'll go and click on the one that you want. And then when you go over to Buy Now, it'll add to your cart, and you'll see all the other ones that you have. Notice it says reservation expires at 6 minutes and 23 seconds. When you first select some land, you'll have 7 minutes to check out. And we have to do that because we want to make sure that other people can get it as well if you decide not to purchase. Then, once you click on checkout, You will be able to enter in your name, your email address, and your payment details to purchase. Of course, you can also remove any land if you decide at the last minute it's not for you. So Tuesday, August 2nd, 2020 at noon PST is when this land will be available. And as you can see, the most utility that I've ever seen of any land in the metaverse that's priced really, really great. So Tuesday, August 2nd, 2020, 12 o'clock noon PST is when this sale will be available. Of course, a 15-minute head start if you're on the wait list. And listen, guys, as you can see, we really thought about utility. In fact, I think this has more utility than any land I've ever seen in the metaverse. And it's priced right. So we're really excited about this release. I think you guys are going to have a blast with this. I can't wait to see what you build, what you create, especially with the NFT creator tool. And of course, in the future, what kind of games you make with the arenas. So thanks again, guys. Super excited about this. The Green Loop land release coming soon. First land sale we've done for our metaverse here at Mech.com. This is Trey Smith. I really enjoyed showing you what we've been working on hard behind the scenes. And I really want to thank the employees who have just been absolutely crushing it. Dev team working late to make all of this happen for you guys. So once again, thanks so much for watching. We'll talk to you later. Bye.